leg brace on Charity Brown. The Bucks out in front of the Bulldogs, 2-0 early. First quarter, 1 minute gone by. Syrup tries the three and drains it.
And that's exactly what Coach Morris wants to see coming out of the gate. It's been tough, sluggish starts for the
leg brace on Charity Brown. The Bucks out in front of the Bulldogs, 2-0 early. First quarter, 1 minute gone by. Syrup tries the three and drains it.
And that's exactly what Coach Morris wants to see coming out of the gate. It's been tough, sluggish starts for the
As mentioned, the Bulldogs 1-2 in the conference. Opposite number for ETSU, 2-1. That's Armstrong. Quick turnaround, soft hands. And a basket that will give the Bulldogs a 2-point lead.
Yeah, credit the drive of the baseline. Activity on both sides here so far in this game. They're liking these rims and getting that shooter's touch. They haven't all been swishes either, getting those friendly shooter rolls.
There's another three from the wing. That is all swish.
Now that one was nothing but net. I love when you talk about something as an announcer and then they're like, it's like they hear you subliminally.
First quarter. Syrup. The drive by Paige Syrup and give her two.
And what a beautiful drive and recognition by the junior there, putting her head down, getting to the basket, finishing the layup. She made that.
A Big Sis, Little Sis program. This pairing of upper and underclassmen helps the team overall with bonding on and off the court.
Bucket. Shante battle for Samford. Over at UAB, Holly, really doing a wonderful job of that in this area. The Samford women, during the offseason, took their trip to the Dominican.
Right.
And helped out at an orphanage there. It's one of those life-changing experiences as Paige Syrup drains a three and puts the Bulldogs out in front by 5.
I mean, Syrup is feeling it. She's 3 for 3 right.
Really doing a wonderful job of that in this area. The Samford women, during the offseason, took their trip to the Dominican.
Right.
And helped out at an orphanage there. It's one of those life-changing experiences as Paige Syrup drains a three and puts the Bulldogs out in front by 5.
I mean, Syrup is feeling it. She's 3 for 3 right. Plenty of time to get another look at the basket here before the end of the first quarter.
Charity Brown looking for some help. It's Crozier, cross court, Hill. 1.5 seconds. The bank is open for Tanasia Hill. What a swing that is for the Samford Bulldogs. At the end of one, they will.
Plenty of time to get another look at the basket here before the end of the first quarter.
Charity Brown looking for some help. It's Crozier, cross court, Hill. 1.5 seconds. The bank is open for Tanasia Hill. What a swing that is for the Samford Bulldogs. At the end of one, they will. Oh, you got a huddle. She's 10 points in that first quarter. That's Cassidy Williams. 5 to shoot. She's in trouble with 3. Fitzgerald try to bank it home. She does, and that counts, I believe. Let's see.
Now this is very similar to the play we saw on the ETSU basket with ease.
And then ETSU on offense, just one shot. Rebound for Samford. Litton gets screened, so Williams finds Crozier for the basket. Good screen that time. 28-13, Samford in front.
From her girls that have been on the court.
Samford at 6:30 in the second quarter, out in front. Nice shake and bake and finish. Tanasia Hill. She has 12 in the half, rather.
And again, there are just some gaping holes that see from her girls that have been on the court.
Samford at 6:30 in the second quarter, out in front. Nice shake and bake and finish. Tanasia Hill, just 12 in the half rather.
And again, there are just some gaping holes that
Noted.
Yeah, much needed offensive rebound. You mentioned how many possessions to start this second quarter have just been one and done for the Bucks.
This is Armstrong. The turnaround uses the bank. Natalie Armstrong.
Nice move there. You like to see your post players be able to back to the basket, and if that defense is playing, maybe block, right. You know. But I mean, to have, with your double-digit, triple, double-doubles steals, that's just, and defense, I mean, it's hustle and it's heart, but it's a lot of smarts too. I mean, reading those gaps, cutting through those passing lanes, knowing when to cheat, when not to cheat, keeping from fouling.
2:13 remaining in the second quarter. Armstrong, a little handoff. Brown with the seam and the finish. Recognition again, Holly. Foul after the 2:13 remaining in the second quarter. Armstrong, a little handoff. Brown with the seam and the finish. Recognition again, Holly. Foul after the...
not really getting the best shot out of that possession.
Samford up by 10. Out for Allen, who's a good three-point shooter. Swish! Big possession for Samford.
That was pretty, and you heard that. That sounded good. That looked good, and just got a little too aggressive there, a little too fast.
Help me with the defense. Did they go into a zone?
It does appear to be. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but either way, Samford's still finding those holes and getting to the basket. They shot 55% in the first half, as we mentioned, and a lot of that's because they're getting high percentage shots.
Hill has played marvelously. Bounce pass, Sharp. Armstrong knows how to finish around the rim like that.
Well, hey,
on cue.
She'd like you to believe that she intentionally bobbled the dribble there to draw the foul and get to the free.
Correct.
That is correct. There's a lot of great mid-major women's college basketball going on.
Charity Brown. 3 on the swish.
So Coach Morris has to be pleased here, going into the locker room. Sometimes coaches, when your team's on a roll like that, shooting really well, you don't even...
So that Bucks team, they haven't gone on the expected run yet. Remember, number 1 preseason. Syrup for 3, swish. Well, that'll prevent a run, Holly.
I mean, 20-point lead right now. 51 points with 7 minutes to go.
A rugged pre-conference schedule, both teams.
Yeah, nothing is rigged.
Shantae Battle, and the lead increases for certain gyms, certain arenas, certain places that are tougher than others, and going to ETSU is not an easy task to get a win. Shantae Battle will head to the free throw line.
Wow.
So you don't want to, finishing the point real quick well and execute. Pair of screens.
Well, Samford is also taking care of the basketball. Just 3 turnovers in the game. And again, getting those high percentage shots, not settling for bad shots, getting to the basket, and again, shooting 57% from the
lead. Brown. Three to shoot now, and Charity with a three-pointer that finds the bottom of the cylinder.
Wow.
Everything's going pretty good now, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, that averaged nearly 80 points per game in conference play. They'll get nowhere near that tonight. 1:11 remaining third quarter. Samford got out of the gate real quickly. They continue to score. That's Battle with an 8-point game. Samford scored 24 first quarter points.
Get on my back.
It is unfathomable.
Yeah.
A 61-point game at the Garden.
Yeah.
And not one bucket. He did everything unassisted. Armstrong has 11 points. I mean, I've been around the game. You played it. Your husband played and coaches. So what is that like? And does it make that first to second year, is your conditioning that big and that important and that much of a difference from what you did in high school?
Well, first off, please make sure you keep emphasizing how long ago it was.
Yeah, just killing it tonight.
But no, definitely coming in from high school, I don't think you have any idea.
So what is that like, and does it make that first to second year, is your conditioning that big and that important and that much of a difference from what you did in high school?
Well, first off, please make sure you keep emphasizing how long ago it was.
Yeah, just killing it tonight.
But no, definitely coming in from high school, I don't think you have any idea.
Anywhere near what they're doing in college ball. And I think one of the big differences for this girl right there, Natalie Armstrong, is the condition and the shape that she's in. There she's running the floor with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and piling on the points.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I remember obviously watching her play, sure that they are doing that for their bodies, but, you know, it just is an adjustment period. I mean, you go from mom and dad's house and, you know, your meals are prepared and cooked, and, you know, then you come out on your own and you're practicing, you know, 2-3 hours a day, and, you know, making maybe some poor choices. I'm speaking from personal experience, you know, and so then once you get that figured out and just really doing a great job all around executing their game plan. So, you know, heading forward for them, I believe this has to be a big confidence booster, you know, for the remainder of their conference games. And the game's going to end here just like it started and just like it's been going the whole game, everything going Samford's way.
Crozier's